This is Molly Cameron, and in this episode of Molly Cameron's America, I'm going to be driving from Portland, Oregon to, I guess, Mount Bachelor, I guess Bend. I'm driving right to my race start, which is at 5 p.m. There's a little time trial because it's only 5 miles to start the Cascade Gravel Grinder. It's going to be a lovely, sunny, beautiful day, but I spent the last 2 days getting this thing built. I'm really excited. I've been riding my own brand of bikes for a while, and I'm pretty hyped about the Niner. My cat's gonna miss me. She gets a little fussy whenever I take off. I may have made a grave mistake hopping on the I-5 South at 3 p.m. on a Friday in Portland, Oregon, because we now have LA traffic. I don't really get stressed out about traffic. I don't do road rage, because when I'm in the van, you're just driving, and if everything sucks, I'll just stop and take a nap. Amazing. Well, here we go. Cascade Gravel Grinder stage race. Let's do it.
Okay, yeah.
99.
Alright, it's the lowest one I got yet.
Sweet. Is in there?
Yes, it is.
Hi, would
Hi.
you like a shirt? We have medium or large.
Oh, sweet. All 3 bikes are still on the van. You notice it's raining, and we're at altitude, so this rain is basically going to be, it's basically hail. It's cold as fuck. I have a skin suit on. Anyways, I'm running my 40 mil challenge getaways on NV G23 gravel wheels. This is new for me. Normally I run the 4630, and I'm running the 4831 GRX 2x setup. I got a Stages power meter, 1 bottle of water, and this is my new Niner RLT9. So this is literally my first bike ride on it. I mean, I rode it down my driveway and made sure the brakes were squealing, as disc brakes are wont to do. Riding the snow is actually really hard. It was really fun. It was hard as hell. Do you want to talk about everything that went into making this event happen?
Oh, wow. You know, some events go pretty smoothly. Others just go kicking and screaming. This was absolutely pummeling us for these last 2 weeks. In March, we're thinking, we're going to get up there so early. We're going to have leisure amounts of time to clear all the trees. And there's not going to be any snow this year, no problem. And then April hit, and it just kept coming. And then May, the weekend before our event here, Mount Bachelor received almost 2 feet over the weekend of new snow. So it made it just an undaunting task. I mean, we like to walk that fine line between the suffer factor, but then also add in the aesthetics and the beauty and the challenge, so that people don't get done and just say, well, that just sucked. Right. Well, yeah, it sucked, but man, there was also spectacular.
This is my first big training block, actually, 3 days of racing.
That'll get you started.
Yeah, thanks, Chad.
Thank you.
Yeah, see you, man. I feel like time trials are that thing where, like, you always went as hard as you could and you think you did really good, and then, like, no, you get like 28th place and you're like, oh, I thought I got on the podium. Pre-race pasta, pre-race coffee, nutrition for the ride. Here we are at stage 2 of the Cascade Gravel Grinder. It was windy AF all night long. My bikes are still racked up on my QAT. It's cold AF.
Embrace the suffering! Embrace the suffering!
It's day 3 at the Cascade Gravel Grinder. We're in Sisters, lovely, beautiful Sisters, Oregon. And we're gonna get to ride some roads that folks don't really ever get to ride. Mainly because Chad Sperry of Breakaway Promotions and his crew, my buddy Tony Kick, a bunch of other dudes and ladies, they went and snowblowed and plowed all these roads. So typically these roads are just covered in snow and you can't access them. So these aren't roads that like you can ever really ride around Ben's and Sisters except for in the summer. But in the summer, they're all dusty and hot as shit and blown out. So this is actually pretty special.
That was some epic weather. I appreciate everybody who suffered through Friday and Saturday to get to here. You guys are heroes in my book. Big hand to you folks.
Stage 3, Big Grinder.
I've never owned an actual gravel bike with a lower bottom bracket. It's longer, you know, the front end is a little slacker than most. So the bikes that I've been racing for the last 20 years have been cyclocross bikes. With a cyclocross bike, I shift my weight forwards and back a lot more. The bike's a little more compact, it's higher off the ground, and I was really noticing that, like, I can't put my weight too much over the front wheel with the way the bike's designed. It's really, really, really stable. And with the front end being a little more out front, it's super stable in turns and in a straight line. And I mean, it was perfect for what we're doing. I mean, it's perfect for gravel. Whereas I've basically been riding cross bikes, which are a hell of a lot twitchier and kind of quicker to respond. And so I have to put my weight over the front wheel just to keep that wheel like planted on the ground when I'm making these kind of like, you know, twitchier turns. And this thing, I kind of got to a point yesterday was like, oh, I just kind of need to like back off and let the bike do its job.